Good morning, everyone. My name is Laura Stranks and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'm going to show you how to make this little hexagonal gift box. I've got something else inside besides normal chockies or something. But first of all, I just want to mention a couple of things. My Facebook page is called Cards by Laura. A lot of my cards I store in there. If you'd like to pop on in and have a look. My Facebook group, which is a large group, there's close to 12 or over 12,000 members in there. Love the group. It's called Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials. All my YouTube videos and my live videos that I record, they are all in there, and the PDFs for and the tutorials for all of my projects are in the Files tab in that group. So I've got measurements for this one today, and they'll be in the description box of the video, but for full instructions and scoring and everything, that will be in the PDF. My YouTube channel, if you're watching this morning, it's called Creative Gems, and welcome if it's the first time you're watching. Love to have you watch. I shall just show you inside. This one I made from designer series paper, but I thought it was a little bit flimsy. So the one I'm doing today I've made with cardstock, and I've decorated it with some designer series paper. All I've got in here, it holds 2 spools of your normal ribbon. If you want to give ribbon out, it'd make a lovely little gift for a workshop prize or a class prize, in a cute little box like that. When you close it up, you just flap these in like so, and we've got a cute little belly band. The belly band I'm doing out of the designer series paper as well, and but the box will be made from cardstock. So that's my cute little box. As I mentioned, all the measurements I've got on my pieces this morning, and they will be in the description box of the video. So we shall get started. I'll just move that aside. If you need to know any information, you can go back and rewatch the video. So I've got my base. I'll leave that bit on there for a minute. My base measures 11, and I have scored this already, so it won't take much to do. I'll just have a mouthful of water wherever I put my cup. My base measures 11 5/8 by 6.5 inches, and I'll give you the scoring for that in a minute. My DSP, which I'm going to put around just on these edge pieces here. There's 6 of these, and they measure, and if you've got directional paper, just be wary of which way you cut them. The long side will be in the landscape view. They measure 1 5/8 by 1 1/4, and there's 6 of those. I've tried to get, this is the Flight and Airy paper, and I've tried to pick up one of the birds on each of the pieces of paper so that it shows them up. There's the other one there. There's 6 of those. Then my belly band I've used out of the same paper, just in the green, which will wrap around on that. And I've just done a little decoration for the top of the belly band. It's got Love You because it's for Valentine's Day, and we'll put that on last. I'll show you how I do my belly band. This one here, the join is at the back, but for this one I'm going to put the join at the front so it's nice and even at the back. I could put that. I'll have a look when I'm finished, but I could do that side as well. But I had chosen that side. Another mouthful of water. Got a very bad tickle in my throat this morning. So that's all our pieces we need, and the scoring I shall tell you as we go. So we'll start with the long side, which is 11 5/8 inches by 6.5. So on the long side, we'll start with the short side, which is how I've done my measurements. They measure 2.5, scoring at 2.5, which is there. I've already scored it, so I'll just show you 2.5 and 4 inches, which is there. Then you can turn to the long side, and it doesn't matter which way you turn because they're all equal spacings. On the long side, score at 1 7/8, which is 2 little strokes. If you've got a Stampin' Up! Trimmer, it's 2 little strokes before the 2. That's one of them. 3 3/4, which is there. 5 5/8, which is 2 strokes after the 5 1/2. And 7 1/2, which we shall put the arm out. I'll put those little bits over there. 7 1/2, which is there. 9 3/8, which is 2 strokes before the 9 1/2, gives you 3/8, and 11 1/4, which is halfway between 11 and 11 1/2, which is, and that gives you a little 1/2 inch tab on that end to join your box together. Put that aside. Now we'll fold and burnish all of these like so. Bone folder. And these this way as well. And you can put the we can put the DSP on before we put the box together while it's flat. It's much easier to do. So that's all of those done. I do need my, which I shall get down wherever I've put it, up here, my corner rounder punch. You'll see on this one, I'm not going to, or did I? Yes, I'll do both sides. You'll see on this, I've corner rounded the flaps. It just makes it look a little bit neater if you corner round them, but we'll get to that in a minute. So we want this 1/2 inch end here, the tab end, and we're going to cut up and remove. So you can cut up there like that, and I just do a slight little notch into the tab section, which is this middle section here, and the same on this side. Remove that whole tab on the outside edge. All you want is that center piece, and we'll do a little notch on that piece as well, like so. Then we're going to cut up all of these lines on both sides. It's even on both sides with top and bottom, so it doesn't matter which part you use as top and bottom. So I'm just going to cut up these. Try and get, when you cut, try and cut dead center on the score line. You cut away the score line then, instead of having it showing if you end up either side. If you're just folding it in, you can always trim it later and take the score line off, but this one we want fairly even without taking big chunks out. That's all of that side. The tedious part of this is corner rounding all the pieces, which I'll try to be fairly quick. The whole box doesn't take that long. It's a cute little size box, and I love the shape. Something different. So that's all of those pieces cut like that. We can put a piece, I'm going to put some tear and tape on this little tab here. And we're going to decorate those center pieces as well before we put it together. Just push that down. Now I'll corner round these. This is a retired product from Stampin' Up, but I won't part with it because I often need something to corner round. So long as you push it right up into that the V section in there, and excuse if the camera's wobbling because it's attached to my desk. But get it right up in the corner round just fold one back so that it doesn't get caught when you're corner rounding them. You don't have to do this this piece, it's up to you. The bottom section, if you don't want to corner around the bottom, because it does get stuck down anyway, and the belly band covers it, but I've decided to do both sides just to neaten it off. Just takes a little bit more time. If you're watching, say hi, give me a like if you wish, and tell me where you're watching from. I love to see where people are from all over the world. I know a lot of people. I've got a couple of there. I haven't looked lately how many subscribers I've got on my YouTube. That one I didn't have straight in there. Pop it back in. That's better. If you haven't already subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when my videos I do record, when I post them up, if you hit the little bell, it will tell you when the video is there to watch. A lot of my members in my big group, Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials, I know they watch my videos as well. I've had lots of lovely comments. This one is quite special. But I do like to know where people are from. I don't think I'll be doing much travelling, but if I did, I'd love to catch up with people all over the world that I've come to know through my groups. I love card making. I've been, actually next month I think it is, I'll be a demonstrator. I think I've got 8 years coming up in February. So that'll be this month actually, because we're in February now. 1 month's gone already. I'm off on stage in March, which is in Melbourne. I've booked my airfares, accommodation, registered for on stage, so looking forward to that. I'm going with a friend, so it will be very nice. Having lots of fun. I'm halfway through prepping my swaps for on stage. So that is all we need to do there. Now we can put these little pieces on. And as I said, that's the same width either side. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes. So we can put these across. I'll just double check that from memory. I think it was. I did make a different box to this the other day, and one side was slightly bigger than the other. That's 2.5, and that's 2.5. So they're exactly the same. So just pick either side to, if you've got directional paper, to put your, I'm going to use liquid glue because it's a little bit quicker, and I shall use my silicone mat so I don't get glue on my workspace. I have got the glass mat, the new one that's out, but the light's glaring on it. It's not good for a video, so I don't use it when I record, which is a shame because I do work with it all day, every day, or most days, but just for recording I just use my normal paper mat so that there's no glare on the video. I don't like the lights glaring on it when you're trying to watch it back. It's off-putting. I've watched a few ladies and they're all you concentrate on is the light there glaring there. Some have the round circle lights. Mine are just LED lights over the top. So I'm just putting the little birds all the way along. I also found, I did another one where I made it with cardstock and I put mats around the DSP, but it was too thick to work the way I wanted it. So I'll show you that one in a few weeks' time. So So I decided just to put the DSP without the mats, but you could put mats around it if you wish. We'll be going a bit off camera here. And one last one. Even cutting the little birds out so you get birds on every piece. It didn't waste any because I used the scraps for other things. I fussy cut the birds as well. So I just wanted at least one bird on each. Looks very pretty. This poor one here's got his beak cut off. So that's all we need to do on that. Now we can join it together. And because it's perfectly square or perfectly hexagonal, all the sections are the same size, we can fold it together like this. So just fold it across and then fold this one, line up your score lines across this way and push it down. How simple is that? So, and I put the ribbon in because it holds the shape. We'll take it out of this one, and it holds the shape of the box by putting the ribbon in. Doesn't all crumble underneath while you're trying to stick the. So this will be the bottom of my box. I'm just going to put those in there. I'll just slot them down. I'll try and push that under for now. Pop those down in there. They're just a nice neat fit, exact size as the. And then I'm going to pull those across for now, temporarily. Flip that over. So this is the bottom. And then I'm going to put adhesive on these. I do crossways like that, so it keeps it nice and straight. If you just do one at a time all the way around, it tends to go a bit out of whack, out of wobble. So line these up so that they're even on the edges and push that down. That way it's nice and even all the way around. Just move that across a tiny bit. And then go these two. So we'll put some glue on there. Fold that one down, and then this one will, the one opposite, will go like so. Just pull that around a little bit so it's fairly even. You can't get it perfectly lined up, but it's pretty close. And then a little bit more glue on that one. With the ribbon inside, it gives you something to push onto. If it was empty, it would just buckle underneath, unless you've got something else you can pop under there if you don't have the ribbon. And then this last one, I did put the glue up here, so we made sure it didn't poke out at the sides. Got a fair bit on this last one, so it holds it all together. And you can see the rounded edges just on these last couple. So it makes it look quite tidy underneath. You could put a piece of DSP under there, but I don't think it's necessary because it's you won't see it. So that's the top. That's the base, and then the top you just fold it in and leave it. You don't have to do anything with it because the belly band, which we're going to do here, I think I might put the birds on as a belly band. But then we're going to cover it with that anyway. No, we'll stick with the green. I didn't realise it was such a close colour when I did it, but that's okay. So I want the fold at the front. A lot of people put the fold at the back, but then you can see where it's joined. And I'm not scoring anything. I'm just putting it halfway and pinching it across like so. Get it fairly firm. This other one I did was a little bit loose, but you don't want it too tight that it's going to not be able to get it off. So I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape across there on that end. and a piece on the upper side on the other one. So that will go there, and this one will go here. Tear and tape's quite strong, so it will hold it together nicely. Then we can take the backs off those. My pick tool. This is an old pick tool. I've got the take your pick tool, but I very rarely use it. I prefer my little old one. I handle it better in my hand. So we'll get that nice and even where it should be. And then bring this across, but don't pull it too tight. See if we can get this one just right. About there. And then this can go over the top of your fold where you join there at the front. I'm going to put it up on dimensionals as well. And how quick is that? Not much product to use in it. Actually, I'm going to put these on here. Oh, it probably wouldn't matter because it's going to go all the way across there anyway. I don't want them hanging out the edges of the circle. I'll put one in the middle to hold it up. And get the backs off. And then we'll just center that in the middle. Could have put some on the edges too, but that's okay. And there you go. I was going to put some embellishments on. I'll just get out some of my little curly ones. These are the flat adhesive back pearls. They're really, really pretty. I might just use the smaller ones on this. I'll put a couple on the greeting. These sort of go with everything, these pearls. And there's a little mark there on the paper. I don't know what it is. It's part of the pattern, I think, but it was bothering me looking at it, so I'll cover it up. So that's a little hexagonal box. How easy is that? Make sure that comes off. And there's your ribbon inside. I like to fold them one for one. You could just go around and around, but I like to go that way. And then put this one on. It does slip on easily when you hold your nose right. That's that one, and the other one, which I don't, oh, that's the belly band. Here it is, here. I'll just put that down. And that's my other one. As you can see, it's quite flimsy without anything in it, but I also found the DSP was a little bit flimsy. So we've done this one with cardstock. And that's my video for today, nice and quick today. I hope you can join me again next week, and I shall see you all soon. Bye for now.